Defensively, talk about Sidquan Thompson. I mean, he's got 3 interceptions already. He has shown the ability this year, when he gets his hands on the ball, to make something out of it, although he did say late in the game when he had the long interception that he just kind of tightened up and, you know, he basically shut down.
Yeah, no, he's a great player, and besides being a tremendous athlete, he's a student of the game, and that's really key because he studies his opponent, he knows what they're trying to do to him, and he'll play possum sometimes and kind of sit in there and wait and just bait a guy into throwing something, and he jumps on it, and so he's had 2 really solid weeks. And he's been one of the defensive players of the week both weeks now, and so we hope he continues it.
Talk about, you know, you got a chance to play a lot of people in this game, virtually everybody, if not everybody that was actually on the trip. Talk about some of the guys that we hadn't seen or we haven't heard much that played well in this game for you.
Well, I think when you look at the defensive line, Kendrick Payne, Mike Costanzo, Cameron Jordan got a chance to play. You know, the outside linebackers, Charles Johnson, Matt Russi played. A lot of those guys played. Some of the younger secondary guys got a chance to play, and so really we did. Everyone, the whole offensive line was new. Tracy Slocum got some touches, which was great to see. Some of our young tight ends got a chance to get in. The young receivers, they all played, and so this game was very important because of that. We got a chance to give them not just a couple series, but they got pretty much a whole quarter.
And you also got to play all 3 of your quarterbacks. Nate came in and only missed 1. He was 8 for 9. And then Brock Manchin came in as well and led you to a touchdown.
Yeah, it's nice to get all those guys in. Nate did a great job. I think he missed 1 ball, and that was the drop of Marvin Jones that he threw right on the money. So that was nice to see. And then Brock to get in and get his feet wet a little bit. I think that's always great in a game atmosphere to be able to get in there and run the huddle, be out there by yourself and that type of thing. I thought Brock did a nice job.
All right, so the Bears started conference play with a big victory over Washington State, 1-0 in conference play. Now it's back to non-conference action and across the country to face Maryland this week. We'll talk more about that. Welcome back to the show. We're here with head coach Jeff Tedford. First, I think we need to talk. We started the show talking about what's happened outside the Memorial Stadium with the start of the project for the Performance and Enhancement Center. What are your thoughts about that finally getting going?
Well, it's nice to see. I'm happy for all the people who put a lot of time and energy into this. A lot of people have invested a lot of time, and you know, it's time that it happens. It's great for our kids here to see that there's progress, and so it was unbelievable, really, to come back in one day and see how much work they did.
You got a view now. Let's also talk about this week. You travel across country. You're nationally ranked 23rd in one poll, 25 in another poll. The opportunity for your football team to go back to the East Coast. It doesn't happen all that often. An opportunity to face a Maryland team that is 1-1. Just a chance maybe to get a little exposure on the East Coast.
I think that's always good. There's no question that going back there, being on TV, kind of letting some of the nation see us, some of the recruits throughout the country see us play a little bit, I think is very important. And we're going to have to travel well. There's no question our body clock has got to get acclimated to what's going on there. We're going to try hard to really stay on the West Coast time. We're going to practice on grass this week because it's a grass field, which is something that we never do. And so there are some adjustments we need to make.
You talk about the travel. Why the decision to go back maybe Friday instead of a Thursday? You know, because you have the early game on Saturday morning.
Well, I just think it's a lot of sitting around, and I don't think you're going to get completely acclimated in one day anyway. And so we're going to go. We're going to stay on West Coast time, and you know, go to bed early and make sure that we're getting up in time to try to stay on the same body clock. We did it a few years ago. We went to play Illinois, and it seemed to work pretty well.
Well, hopefully it'll work this week as well. Good luck this week in Maryland, and of course we'll have you with us next week as well. When we come back, we'll finish off the Cal Sports Report, so stay with us.